Is off. There we go. It's on. Everybody see me? Everybody hear me? Just good. Um, Good evening. Here's what I'm thinking tonight. Yeah, all you gotta do is try. If you really care, show you really care, and just care about people and try. Just be willing to show love and try, and that'll take you a long ways. Some people say about language, well, I can't learn another language, or everybody has to learn English because that's what we speak in this country, and doesn't make sense to me. But all you gotta do is, but if you try, you open up yourself to other people. You open yourself up to opportunity. If you know how to, let me teach you something. And um, Spanish, hello is hola, and or in Russian you could say dobre. That actually means good. Just dobre. That would work. Just try something. And Hebrew, it's shalom. A lot of people speak no shalom, so that could open the door anyway, but it'll just open the door. People care. People are happy because I've had people excited because I know I go up and say, I say, hola, ¿cómo está? This, and they say, bien, y tú? And I say, bien, or the other way around. They're so happy just because I said something. I know more than that. If you random words try to make sentences because I can't remember all the words. It's random, but probably more than I realize. I know if I can get used to talking, then I'll talk better. But that's not all it is about. I worked in the schools. I worked at a preschool at a high school. And part of the class, people's classes, the students would come in and work in the classroom. Someone would just stand around. What if you, well, they don't know how to work with the kids? All you gotta do is try. I don't always know how to approach a certain child. You sit down on it, they're playing with cars, you sit down on the floor, grab a car, and go. After a while, you're doing something with it. I mean, you're playing together and you're playing with mother. And um, we're talking to older person that's confused and dementia and stuff. You just reach out your hand. Can't find it. Reach out your hand, lay it down, and look at them and smile. You might reach for your hand and you could just sit with them. Sit with them. All you gotta do is try. Maybe you can talk about talk about when they can go home. You know, maybe next week or someone will help them go home. Whatever, just try to just try. I mean, that's hard with this dementia. I know because sometimes you almost have to make things up. Sometimes you have to follow along, but you won't. The only way you will fail is if you don't try. If you really care about, if you don't care about the person, it might not work at all. Nothing might work. If you really care about the person, a lot of times they'll open up more. The person that speaks the second language might, comes in knowing mostly Spanish, will be able, be willing to try to communicate with you. And people willing to learn English better because you tried, you just said hola. That's all you said, and you tell them to say, hey, that person tried. I'm so excited, and I'm gonna try to communicate with them. The preschooler just playing with cars. You can get so you can um play with them by just trying and loving them, and they know you love them. They know when kids know. Special needs kids know. The older person will be able to talk to you, even if it doesn't make sense, even if we can't follow half of it. You can listen to them, and try. Talk about the kids in the hall. That's the best way of doing it. You'll figure it out. But you figure things out when you try. You'll get to know the blind person, the deaf person. You'll be able to communicate with the blind person a little bit or the deaf person, you'll be able to communicate. You'll be able to at least smile. That's a good example because when I was a few years ago, there were some kids, Russian, some spoke Russian, some spoke English, some spoke Spanish, was running around jabbering and playing and having fun. Why? Because they loved each other. They showed love. That's the main thing that we need is love. But we don't want to do it. We don't want to say, we're just going to try. We're just going to step in. We're going to try it. Just be there. I'll go down. I don't know this person. Sitting at Pollock. I don't know this kid on the floor. I'm going to go sit by them and smile at them and say hi. And maybe something will happen. Maybe, it's you got to do something. You got to do something. I mean, if you do nothing, nothing's going to happen. That's a guarantee. If you do nothing, nothing's going to happen. That may be the most comfortable place. But it's not necessarily someone's gift. You need someone's gift because they can do something. Sometimes it's just because they tried. They're not playing car races with a kid because they know how. Playing car races with a kid because they ran the car across the floor 25 times. And eventually, things started happening. Make yourself available. If people are working on something, you go and stand there, looking like you're ready to help. You may not even know how to help. Maybe they're building a building, maybe they're cleaning up a mess. Just go there, stand there, be ready, be available, and maybe you'll figure out, or somebody will figure out, how you can help. Maybe it'll be something small, or maybe it'll be chatting with the people that are working. That could make encouragement, or whatever. You can think of examples yourself. All you gotta do is love and try. Sometimes trying is just putting yourself there, sitting down on the carpet, rolling a car, going up to people working. Of course, don't stand in the way, but stand there like you're waiting, sitting down by the elderly person or someone at potluck, looking at someone and smiling. If we try, we might accomplish something. If we don't try, That's the only way you're a fail. That's the only way you're gonna fail. So remember this week, this year, whatever, you have the opportunity to. You need to see someone. Just, just step in. Just step up. You don't have to have a plan. You don't have to know what you're gonna do. You don't have to plan anything or practice anything or learn anything or read any books or go to seminars or ask questions. Just start. All you gotta do is try. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Good night.